Did it work?
I'm refreshing, not coming up with anything yet.
I'm an idiot.
What?
So, you know when I did the message thing?
Yeah, what, did you say it out loud? Or did you accidentally...
Yeah, no, I put message.
Uh-huh. Oh.
I thought message, and for some reason it broadcasted.
Oh. Yikes. Hey, Jerry, can I give Zoom?
Yeah, I know.
But no admin. Aww.
I feel very embarrassed.
Okay.
I thought you accidentally did the
I'm sorry, I typed in message, I typed in Jerry's name, and I typed it all out. But apparently, what probably happened was when I typed in Hill, like, hang on.
Hill.
Thanks, you know. And the one on postscript, like, you know, it looks really cool, but they don't have all the pieces in there yet.
Okay, hold on. Are we live? Question mark?
No. No.
Is this on Maddox's channel?
No, not Maddox.
No, it shouldn't be on mine. It should be on GUP's.
Oh, it is. You are live.
Oh, am I live?
Yeah, it is.
Where is it?
Yeah, you're not showing anything, and I'm the only one watching. It just came live.
It's got a late work.
Yeah, it's just a black screen, Maddox.
I'm refreshing. It's not coming up with anything yet. It really is, Maddox.
Give it a sec.
What?
So, you know when I did the message thing?
Maddox, yeah, what, did you say it out loud? Or did you accidentally?
Yeah, no, I put message.
I gotta figure out how to do this real quick, because I got a new laptop.
Message, and for some reason it broadcasted.
Did you see the stream? Or, oh, nearing the end before the end. Hey, Jerry, can I give Zoom?
Cancel.
Yeah, I know.
You should have seen.
There we go.
God,
Okay.
the
stream is working.
Quality. Oh Lord.
Shut. I'm trying to fix it right now.
I thought you accidentally did the
I'm sorry, I typed in message,
stream.
I typed in Jerry's name, and I typed it all out.
He's
but
on
apparently,
the old stream.
what probably happened was when I typed in Hill,
jeez,
like,
what the frick? How do I fix this now?
Thanks, you know. And the one on postscript, like, you know, it looks really cool, but they don't have all the pieces in there yet.
Okay, hold on. Are we live? Question mark?
No.
Is this on Maddox's channel?
Is it on? No, it shouldn't be on mine. It should be on GUP's.
Oh, it is.
Okay, why is the quality so
bad? The match has
bad?
already begun.
The problem
Should I
is,
just give, like, I'm just gonna give voiceover commentary for, like,
Don't
the
worry.
3 people watching the stream.
Yeah, the 3 people that are currently watching while I'm struggling to figure out how to up the quality of it because I'm small brain.
Okay, so currently it looks like BCF is mainly holding around Fountain Town, whilst Anzio has their forces mainly in Lower New Docks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a
But
bunch
you
of
have
people
some,
watching me struggle to get this up.
There is also a tinier task force of
Old
Anzio
Docks.
tanks by Old Docks Glass, yeah.
They have 3 tanks in old glass, not old glass, in old docks.
They also have a Panzer IV by BCF Cafe.
Why is
Maddox,
it so freaking blurry? This is killing me here.
I think you're. Wait, can't you DM Akiko and just ask if there's an?
He's in the middle of a match.
He's in the middle of a match now.
Well, I mean, Akiko said that we could DM him if we need something.
Well, then do so.
He said you. I can't DM. He'll just ignore me.
Output. Video.
But I mean, you're not. Nothing. I mean, you aren't in trouble or anything, Maddox. I mean, you were just kind of notified like 10 minutes before the match was about to start. So I mean, you're good.
Fine. Okay, cool. We're just gonna go spectate the match. Y'all will have to deal with 244, and I'm gonna go freaking yell at Akiko afterwards. Actually, Zoom, go and yell at Akiko. Okay, so
right
we have what? Anzio on red and BCF on blue. Cool.
Yes, this is how it's going.
Nice.
By the way, for those watching the stream, if you don't want terrible quality,
Maddox,
you
it
can just
actually
join the
fixed
game.
itself. Maddox, it fixed itself on the stream.
Does it look good now?
Yes.
What the
I'm
frick?
watching you. I'm watching the stream. It's
Oh my
actually
god,
fixed.
it's good. It's fixed.
Alright,
It's
good.
actually good.
All right, now I don't know how to do the fancy camera thing Akiko does, so we're just gonna fly everywhere. So it looks like
Just full screen it. Just full screen.
just full screen. What do you mean? It is full screen.
full screen the game?
It is.
No, there's a delay. Yeah, there's a 5-minute delay.
No, there's a minute delay. Interesting,
Okay,
interesting. So we've got a Simovente force over here in New, but it doesn't look like they're actually doing anything over here. What's this,
BCF
man?
does seem to have a little bit of a fortress with 2 of their aerials and 3 Somwas.
They've just abandoned New.
Yeah. Let's see, where's Anzio moving?
Oh.
Anzio actually has their
what's
Tiger
the
out
commands?
already, sitting in park right now.
It's semicolon track percentage team space true.
Very cool, very cool. Oh, they got Dougal. I forgot they have Dougal.
F.
So right now it just looks like a standoff. Their Simoventes and New aren't doing anything.
Yeah, you've got
Is this a CV? We're about to see a CV and a Stewart fight here.
It looks almost to be another repeat of the last match due to both teams starting to camp again, probably not wanting to overextend it into the end.
Very true, very true.
Well, the last round, it was more so St. Gloriana camping and us not wanting to push them.
That is true.
Oh yeah, did Saunders win?
We do have a Saunders.
Yes,
they did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Zaw literally clutched in 76 both rounds.
That's just a Zaw moment.
Last round, actually, they like the first round, it was like an 8-1 advantage for St. G, and they kept trickling in and having 1v1s with Zaw, which gave him the win due to him in a 76 easily just outpowered every tank that came at him, and his just skill in general actually worked really well for him.
Nice.
And they lost the match, so yeah, it wasn't great.
I'm gonna have to ask Akiko what the heck he's doing over here, because like you've got half your force over here in New not doing anything, and BCF still hasn't moved.
Well, do point out, Akiko isn't actually the commanding officer anymore.
Who is?
He's not even. It's to my knowledge. Let me look. The officers, to my knowledge, are Tears, Nagi, Agisa, and that's, to my knowledge, that's all I know of. But I know there is more in there.
So they're just mutually commanding. Okay. So
they've got an arrow moving.
A little bit of a standoff between a Stewart and a CV at Gravel right now. Meanwhile, BCF is still sitting in the middle of Fountain Town, waiting for something to happen.
Goi is their, I think, vice commander. Maybe. I'm not sure.
What?
A lot of their.
So far.
ARL on a building moment.
That is. Oh yeah. That is something BCF has done before. They do like climbing for the obvious reasons.
So far,
BCF
has been stationed near Old Glass.
There's some shots exchanged by, over by the river, in between Old Glass and Pizza Hut, from the ARL and Somwa, I guess.
There is no action going on right now.
Pretty much, it's just no man's land firing across the river right now.
It really is. I mean, no team really wants to try to push the other due to knowing that they don't really.
Yeah, if this continues too much longer.
Well, if Anzio had been aggressive in the beginning, they had one Stewart in between them and a complete encirclement.
Yeah, I don't think Anzio is like realizing what they could do, because like all of BCF's forces are consolidated in Fountain Town. If you get those guys in Lower Docks to go around, maybe over to Orange, you could potentially encircle them. But they do have some people watching Industrial, so maybe they'd react to that.
Well, this is going to be a slow match.
It really is. For Anzio's known thing of pushing and kind of doing fast movement, offensive stuff, this is a very slow match.
Maybe they're playing more defensive because they don't know how to really treat
BCF. I think the plan for Anzio, from what I've heard, was to wait until BCF goes offensive and then counter their offense with more offense and just be harder about it. Due to BCF kind of being new to the offensive kind of strats, it could easily counteract any offense they try.
I feel as though Jerry would force Anzio to move though, because they have the better offensive loadout, and BCF, like, one
both
of their
will have to
only
move.
strategies is defensive.
Jerry, I don't think will force any. I mean, if anything, he might close off places that aren't like anyone's in it. I mean, he did do it last round where they closed off all docks when there was literally everyone in it. But
yeah.
It looks like Anzio might be gearing up for a push here.
Along where?
They're bringing all of their Simoventes they've had in new docks back into old.
Yeah, it looks like you've got a big force of...
BCF's position's really strained right now since they've spread out into new docks.
I think they're just trying to cover their flanks, knowing how well Anzio, if they do get on their flanks, will be a massive pain in the butt.
Yeah,
as like almost every school has experienced probably at once or twice having Anzio get to their flanks, and it is just impossible to pull back from that.
It looks like the CV is trying to make some moves in Industrial, but there's a Stewart on gravel probably watching that.
No, the Stewart's actually pushing him right now.
Is it?
It would make sense. I mean, to see if the Stewart can get
his CV is running away.
CV is dead. I don't think there's any spark.
Oh, there's a full push coming in from new now, and the CV just got killed.
Kind of weird that the CV was the only thing really stopping them from going into new docks, but I mean, I guess it makes sense due to them having ARLs.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they have 3 ARLs out. It looks like the force from M10 is currently moving through Park, probably to meet up in Old, so they might try to push across.
Are y'all watching the stream?
Sort of.
I am, because I really don't want to cycle through spectators.
Oh, dang. Unfortunate. Bro, just get somebody to fly you and throw invis on.
Well, I kind of asked Jerry, and he said no admin.
Oh.
Yeah, because we're not official, like, hosts.
Well, you're commenting on stuff that's, like, what, a minute and a half behind?
True. Maybe I should... I don't know. Maybe you should ask him instead.
I don't know. Just tell Jerry that I said that the commentators require fly.
I'll whisper Jerry. Does Zoom need fly as well?
Yes, I'm just DMing Jerry in game, asking if I can get fly.
Oh, Akiko and Doi are now trying to contest the flank. They gave up a lot of ground because they weren't aggressive early, and they're having to cycle back more guys.
You know, with all the morale boosting I saw from Anzio, I was the...
So it looks like right now they have their... What are these things called again? Are the Semaventes the thing without turrets?
Yeah.
Okay, they have their Semaventes holding dirt right now.
The Semaventes are the, like...
Anzio really needs to commit to a push right now.
Yeah, they only have, what's it, 5 tanks at glass right now. What they, I think they need to do is they need to consolidate their forces in a certain spot, which they think is weak, and they need to push. Because right now there's just been a few shots exchanged, and there's actually been no casualties this entire match.
Like, anywhere Anzio pushes, they'll have local superiority. BCF's line is just too spread out, and they don't have enough angles that connect to each other to defend.
Yeah, if Anzio were to commit to one spot to push, so let's say Industrial, BCF would begin to move there, but by the time they moved there, that force that was already holding that position would likely be wiped out, and that would give them
their entire force over here on dirt and new. Maybe should get another tank or two, and then push in to take out the 3 or 4 tanks there. And then by the time they get reinforcements, the new glass or the old glass guys should be pushing.
if anything, it looks like BCF's plan is try to flank through by dirt and go into old ducks in turns, giving the flank and hopefully on their terms, hopefully killing their force or at least
it does actually look like BCF is making some moves near blue bars. They have two Stumwas and an ARL moving up. Looks like they're trying to get an angle on.
They got to be careful though, because if that gets pushed, they don't have any reinforcements.
Yeah, there is a CV in lower docks. So if it could flank around them and get up the ramp, that could be trouble.
You alright?
Yes.
Can you invis me?
Jerry said I wasn't allowed to use admin now.
Oh, I got permission from him. I can literally read his DMs from him.
So okay, I'll invisible you then. I guess
Thank you.
I don't get the ability to fly. I guess I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
solid FRA.
You were just instated as a co-host by
That is
Maddox.
true.
Like,
okay, there you go. You're invisible.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Yeah, I require co-hosts
Right.
with the flying stuff.
Alright, well, from what it looks like, Anzia doesn't seem to know about BCF's chunk of force over in, or at least if they do, they only know about a couple due to them only bringing 3 tanks from their main force to go and deal with it if they do push, while most of their force still sits at old.
Anzio is just letting BCF get map control. And that's going to be their downfall, because BCF has a lot more staying power.
I have a feeling that Anzio is thinking that BCF still has a good chunk of their force over here with this ARL that's climbed up on top of the building. But in reality, it is literally just one ARL.
The thing
rest
is,
of their forces are in dust.
They aren't sending any like CVs or anything to go and scout anything out. They're just holding their position, and the CVs are like sitting behind a crate.
One, it's either the CVs are afraid, or two, oh no, I'm incorrect. They have majority of their main force actually over in dirt. They have about 4 to 5.
No, most of their main force is over in old.
It's like an even split between their dirt.
Even split. Oh. They have one guy sitting at clock right in between the two main forces. They have. Oh, never mind. They have about 5 and 5 each side. They have 5 tanks.
Are you not using track zoom?
I don't have perms.
What?
It looks like one of their stewards is moving into.
Oh, they just lost their steward?
First casualties. They lost a steward.
That is not good.
Stewart dropped down and it was clapped.
The problem is for the CVs, if they try to go in and get a kill on like ARL or something, they have to still deal with the Soma right next to the ARLs, because the ARLs never go anywhere without a Soma support. And on top of that,
now they're pulling back, giving Anzio their portion of New Dogs back.
I don't think Anzio is gonna move up all too much. Never mind, the Tiger is moving up.
Alright, it looks like Anzio is, or at least the
oh yeah,
side
Akiko is in the Tiger.
West. Yeah, it looks like the side on the west, by the fountain by Team 1.
Never mind, I think there has been another casualty.
If anything,
yeah, Anzio's down to CV and BCF's down to Stewart.
Yep.
So right now it's about even, not HP wise, but.
Yep, on a 1-to-1. Whatchamacallit. If anything, they could send the CV up Indus ramp or whatever.
Oh, Simovente just got a shot at the ARL force.
ARL. That'd be pretty good. I would almost think. Oh, they have a BCF has a Sherman reinforcing that group right there.
Yeah, they're gonna be really careful though.
I would go and watch that ramp.
That if anything, I mean, it's a little late now, but they could have sent the CV up to distract the Soma and ARL, and had the Tiger push around the flank while the Semo kept that one area contained.
Looks like the CV is firing into the sky, making its presence known. It seems as if it is attracting the Sherman.
Yeah, it's trying to pull the Sherman out so Akiko can get a shot at it. Or Nagasaki.
That doesn't even make sense. Out there have, I mean, might as well. 3 damage.
And the Sherman's had to reposition now. I think he knows that he's being watched. Oh.
Oh, the Sherman is charging
Ooh.
CD.
And he missed his shot as the Sherman fell down, and now has a shot on the CD and misses.
Sherman missed his shot as well.
This actually might be really bad for the Sherman. If that CV can get in close range to it, that Sherman probably will not live.
BCF now has control of the ramp now, too.
No, but if the CV pushes the Sherman, the Tiger still has the shot on it.
Exactly. If the Sherman try to pull up, the Tiger will probably just pull out and shoot the Sherman in anyways.
The Sherman isn't a one-shot to the Tiger, though, but that would get it low.
That is true.
Yeah, then you gotta worry about the arrow and Samwa.
The only problem is if a Tiger pulls out to engage that the Sherman, high chance it's going to take a shot from the Sherman too. And I don't think Anzio is really willing to take one to have their Tiger get hit by something.
Anzio's loadout doesn't have a ton of HP either, yeah.
So having one of their high HP tanks take a hit early on is going to really kind of hurt.
We got Stormfire still shuffling around in skyscrapers.
Yeah, it looks like BCF is most part going on defensive, still only having 2 to 3 of their tanks engaging Anzio. Same with Anzio as well.
I feel like Anzio is putting too much, like, they aren't paying attention to how much is actually over in old. Like, over across the old.
Yeah, because BCF still has a lot of people just sitting here. They're doing nothing, they're looking at nothing.
What I think those people are waiting for is for a major push from Anzio, and then they're going to move out to wherever that happens. So, if I were Anzio, if I knew about this, what I think I would do is push and then just fall back immediately. So they all rush to that one spot, and then as they're rushing there, you just go back to your previous spot and snipe them.
They have 5 or 6 Samwas that just aren't doing anything.
Truthfully, I would rather, instead of having all these Samwas just sit idly, probably send maybe 1, maybe a 2 over to the ARL that's been keeping all the old distracted, and then have them help distract them even more, and then everything else goes and pushes around towards dirt and tries to eliminate anything over there.
Yeah, because it seems like BCF is riding on Anzio is going to push us sooner or later, so we're going to be ready for it, and we're not going to risk sending tanks into another engagement until we know where
but BCF is still spread out. Like, if they were rushed on this side, they have 3 Samwas that would have to drive from Fountain all the way over here to reinforce the ARL. 2 of them are already repositioning. Hopefully over here to Pizza Hut so that they can be more engaged. The ARL is dropped down.
That ARL Blue Jet, I think, is alone now. So
if these two tanks on dirt could push through this blue bars area and get a flank on the ARL, they could do some real work here.
The Somoa might see that though, because he has an angle on it.
But then, if the ARL moves, then the Tiger and the long-barreled Simo have an angle on it.
From what it looks like, the ARL that was stopping most of Anzio's forces crossing across the bridges in old actually moved. Just left.
It's now over here. However, they did put 2 Samwas in Pisa.
Yeah, they might be trying to put a bit more pressure on Glass Warehouse.
I mean, it makes sense to get rid of that ARL. Because I think in terms to it, Somwas can out.
They're trying to take this. They're trying to put their ARL in a building, maybe. I don't know.
No, it looks like the ARL is going somewhere. I don't know where yet, but it looks like it's repositioning. Maybe
if BCF pushes through an industrial, it's gonna be interesting because Anzio has refused to play aggressive.
Anzio has half of their forces in old as well. So if BCF were to stealthily maneuver all of their forces over to dirt, push through, kill that force, and then deal with the force coming from old to reinforce.
I think, now thinking about it, the reason probably BCF won't push over in New Docks and stuff is probably because if they do lose something, there's no real fast way of getting a reinforcement to them. So
that's been the big problem here is neither team wants to amass their tanks for a push, but BCF has had it worse up until they shuffled around their tanks.
I think in terms, BCF probably might be afraid of pushing out because they don't want to lose anything, knowing that it's going to take a good minute to get any reinforcements. And Anzu doesn't want to lose any tanks due to their out health. They're probably not wanting to lose anything. I mean, every team probably doesn't want to lose anything, but I think more or less it would be more beneficial for Anzio not to lose any of their high HP tanks.
Yeah, and Anzio already has their Tiger out, and it looks like...
Oh, and they've gone back to putting ARL on a building.
Oh, I hear
now
CV.
It looks like the Western Front is occurring still.
Bruh. Back to World War I we go.
Yeah, that's the only way I can describe this right now. It's World
They should
War
really
I.
put a tank over by Anzio. Should put a tank over by Crane to force the Sherman out.
I mean, they could. I mean,
what
yeah,
the
that would.
CD could do.
That's the thing. I don't think
back.
they have any. I don't think they. I mean, they definitely do, but I don't think in Anzio's eyes they have any tank to spare. In our eyes, yes, we can see that there is barely anything over in like by Pizza Hut really stopping or really needing attention. So they could send tanks from old over to reinforce.
Like as much attention as they're sending, because they've got two good players over here, including like they have their Tiger, they have dedicated resources. They have Tears, who has just opened up. They've still got a guy over on Dirt. They're watching one Samwa, which is keeping them from making any moves here. Really, they should put a tank in crates to try and get a line on this Sherman. Because once you force the Sherman out, then your CV can come in, and you get a lot more counterplay that way.
It's true.
Both BCF playing passive makes sense. Their loadout really benefits from it, but Anzio is tying up a lot of their forces, which is playing directly into what BCF's strategy is.
Yeah, it does look like a Samoa might be trying to push up to blue bars, or he's just looking.
He's just frauding their position right now.
I am now. I have just, from my internal source, which I shall leave unnamed, has confirmed that BCF comms are just whack. So,
I mean, that's
I don't
BCF.
exactly know how the. I mean, well, from what I hear, BCF isn't that really whack. They're more kind of like formal. About like people don't really like just scream over each other. No offense to RI, but last time I saw, most of the time they're talking about something that isn't even relevant to the match.
No, they just lost Stormfire. One Samwa is down. Tears getting the shot off because the Samwa was trying to prod the skyscraper's ramp.
That means that Anzio is now up by one tank.
Yeah, Anzio is up one tank now.
That makes 3 casualties in the last, what, 20 minutes?
Give or take. And now, now this entire road here is guarded by 2 Samwas who are at Dirt and have no vision on Dirt.
Now we must await for the Sam offensive, which might not come.
They're still tying up 5 tanks over here. These 2 Samwas are doing work. They've tied up half of Anzio's team just by themselves.
I don't think you need that many guys over there, like 3 max, not even.
Like you've tied up. Is this a Panzer IV? Yeah, they've tied up a Panzer IV, a long Simo. Like these are good tanks that they're tying up that Anzio just doesn't have to deal with this side.
I think it's
actually.
Oh, and the Sherman's pushed out. He's taking the position that Anzio should have put a tank in.
Whatchamacallit?
Looks like the CV is moving to try and intercept him.
Point in chat. Jerry did bring up a good point. If either side did move, where would they move? That wouldn't give them a massive disadvantage.
That's why you need to move over here into crates. Like,
that's the thing.
You are completely covered on M10. You have open tanks that aren't doing anything. Oh, you just lost another CV.
Oh, the Sherman just killed a CV. No, it looks like the Tiger is pushing.
You had cover from M10 into crates that forces the Sherman out. You're not at any disadvantage by moving stuff off of old because there's only 2 Samwas there. Anzio needs to create counterplay because they can't just let BCF take the positions they want.
It is true.
And now, since they're playing too passively, they're letting BCF push into here, and they just lost to CV. And now their Tiger and their Simovente are in poor positions. They've had to give up their positions to go chase down the Sherman.
It does look like... Oh, the ARL has just been shot by...
Yeah, whatchamacallit. They were trying to chase down the Sherman, and they didn't even get to kill Sherman. And now
they didn't even see
the Tiger and Semo are out of position, and now they're pushing up on dirt, trying to probably encircle the old whatever's in old.
The positions have been reversed here. There's one Simovente holding off the offensive now, instead of the two Somos over there. Because let's be honest, this Tiger and the Simovente, they aren't creating any pressure on the BCF main force. If they wanted to push dirt, they would push dirt.
If anything, they could whatchamacallit.
They could easily push dirt. There's only one guy defending it.
Exactly.
Actually, I do think there is a one in the gray tube over there.
If you go look at Akiko, I don't know what I'm pretty sure Kiko's in the Tiger. I don't know what he's up to. He's just kind of staring behind the crate. If he moves up a bit by the crates at the end of the dock,
yeah, he could
get shots onto the Sherman, but he some reason won't.
This is the position
out.
They should have put that Panzer IV in that was free. After he killed the Samoa, he should have come right over here to reinforce this line.
Hey, Maddox.
What's up?
I would suggest you fly, don't get close, but just kind of fly near the tank battles. So, I mean, because this is a
yeah, it's very slow right now, and it's very spontaneous, so can't be,
actually,
can't be everywhere at once.
Just do semicolon.
Looks like the one tank defending dirt is now down. Tiger and the Sherman are now exchanging shots.
That is most unfortunate. They lost their Simovente.
I don't think BCF is going to recognize... Oh, they have another tank on Sand Mountain now.
There we go. That's
Looks
how he
like,
does it.
BCF does have a ARL pushing up towards the smokestacks in dust. Oh, Tiger's got hit by the Sherman, and I'm not sure, but possibly the Soma too.
It looks like the ARL might be moving.
Soma and Sherman are switching spots, so Soma's pushing back towards more by the pirate ship. Yeah, just try to get shots onto the Tiger, maybe even killing it. But the Tiger seems to be retreating, just because he knows that probably the Soma will get shots on him and to kill him.
Does look like Anzio is finally moving one of their tanks from Old Glass over to...
Somewhere.
I think it may be a little late now. They've already given up the position. They've put themselves in crates now. Oh, what happened there? Oh, it looks like the ARL and a Samoa just sniped out the... what's that? Small man.
What makes me wonder is why does Anzi have so much force? No, I don't even think they know if there's really enemies by Pizza Hut. So why keep so much forces just sitting there for some reason if they don't actually believe there's anything there?
Anzio really should in this position be moving out because BCF's doing really good. They're taking their positions. They're waiting for Anzio to mess up, and they're maintaining map control.
That's true.
This entire front is dead. These tanks, they're not moving anywhere. They've lost 2 Samoas from being active to knock out 4 tanks from Anzio from being active. This is a great trade. Granted, they need to have these tanks in the game. If they were to bring these Samoas into here and push through old or new, they would 100% be winning. Because Anzio is all the way back to their spawn road now.
Yeah, by M10, I think they did a full retreat. Going well for them. It seems that
aside from Tears and this one tank on dirt, there's nothing to stop them from getting pushed.
That's the thing. Anzio's only chance of really getting a good flank on BCF is kind of gone now, because BCF seems to have noticed that how open and New Docks is going to be and how big of a problem it'll be. That they now have an ARL and 2 Somas watching over it to make sure
they put 2 ARLs in there now.
Oh yeah, you're right. They have an ARL in Indust. So I think they finally realized how big of an issue New Docks is going to be if they don't actually care for it.
Had they pushed early, they would have had an amazing flank holding down New. But now that they let BCF get into the position, they chased the Sherman into crates. They gave up their positioning over here. They're just in a worse position now.
Is the Sherman?
I don't know where he went. Oh, and they just lost the Panzer IV.
Wow, funny
Good
enough.
Good shot by the ARL.
Weirdly enough, they have BCF has one of their scouting vehicles, whatchamacallit, just sitting in the bushes in Fountain. The weirdest reasons, even though it could be doing something, like going over by Skyscraper, maybe spotting anything that's moving, trying to get some good sight lines. Looks like BCF did move the Sherman up onto gravel, seeing if they can get shots from gravel all the way to their side of pier. Not going really well, as doesn't seem the person that's using the Sherman has actually got much practice getting some
If the Tiger sits there long enough, the Sherman will get the range.
And I think it looks like Anzio might have realized that, and they're probably moving away, or at least getting behind some cover so they aren't getting shot at. If anything, if BCF keeps up that long range support back there, they could probably push up a bit, getting some ground on the Anzio.
Looks like they might be trying to rotate back into old to try and create some counterplay here, but they've just locked down their position. They've given all the initiative to BCF during this match, and BCF has done a wonderful job exploiting that, taking their position, holding their ground, and rotating troops in.
I'll be back momentarily.
Understandable.
Right. Whatchamacallit, Maddox? I think BCF, this is just kind of a guess of mine. Probably with how they were playing offensive before in most of their matches, were either trying to test the grounds to see if they actually would be beneficial for them to start playing offensive, or if they were maybe hoping for teams to think that they're actually going to start playing offensively in their games by playing.
But Anzio can't play defensively. Even against BCF, they don't have the HP for it. They've got their guns are amazing. Don't get me wrong; their Simo-Ventes are really good.
That's the thing.
But they can't play passive.
They weren't probably expecting BCF to play like this. I think Anzio's plan depended on BCF starting the match by pushing as an offensive force, and then they were just going to counteract, hoping that if BCF they push new docks, all right, send old docks around to go through glass and sit there and stop any reinforcements or something like that. Or if they go down skyscrapers, encircle them. Like that. They were kind of hoping BCF would play offensively instead of going back to their old ways of being defensively. In the end, it's just now turned into a stalemate, which, if anything, I don't know if Anzio could pull off.
It's back to where we started. BCF clearly has an advantage. Positionally, they're down to Anzio's down to their spawn area in dirt over on the new dock front. Aside from, is this their last CV? Yeah, their last CV contesting crates. That's it. They've essentially lost this entire area. They've given BCF complete freedom to move.
Yeah, if anything, once I think BCF realizes how open they are in new docks, they're probably going to start pushing a small force to go flank their main. And if anything, they'll probably start using that ramp to really start to harass any tank sitting over it by the Team 1 Fountain.
Looks like Anzio might be trying to gear up for a push here.
That's what we hoped last time.
The BCF position over here is really solid, though, and they have a Sherman still on this flank. Is he gonna get a shot off here?
Maybe, but if anything, I don't think the Sherman's gonna realize. Oh no, he sees them. That one last tank, but they definitely see him now. There's no way they didn't. His loud butt engine. I don't think. No, wait a minute.
I don't think so.
Either tank is turned, and the
he
Sherman
missed.
And the Sherman misses.
They definitely know now. But they're not responding.
The Sherman is still missing. Well, probably because they know. I don't think they expect the Sherman to actually be able to hit.
Oh. Simo-Vente is trying to do. Oh, that's not a Simo-Vente. It's one of their light tanks.
It is a M15 from what it looks like. To my knowledge, that is what it is. It's
yeah.
an M15. Some Anzio losses here and there. I might do a little count
Like every time BCF makes a move like this, it paralyzes Anzio's position because then they try and counter it, and then they play super passively. They were all geared up for a push, and the Sherman has just stopped them. Just one tank. And now they're back to defending.
2, 3, 4. Oh wow! Didn't you say BCF lost to Soma?
They lost one Soma and one Stewart so far, to my knowledge.
I actually just did a recount. BCF has lost I don't know where this Soma died at, but they've lost a Locust, a Stewart, and that Soma that you said that they lost. While Anzio has lost 2 CVs and 2 M15s.
And a Soma, or not Soma. 2 M15s.
Yeah, 2 M15s
and yep. Oh, and their Panzer 4.
Oh wait, they lost the Panzer 4?
Yeah, back over there in Park.
Oh wow, that's not good.
Yeah.
It is that's one of Anzio's kind of medium, kind of decent hitters, but I know Anzio isn't a big fan of it anyway, so I don't think it really mattered to them.
Their Panzer 4s, aside from like their long Simos, are like their second high velocity guns. Like if you don't have their Tiger out or their long Simos, if they need a high velocity gun, they got their Panzer 4s to fall back on.
Well, that's the thing. They don't even have,
to
my knowledge, they don't even have the good Panzer 4s. Supposedly the Traverse Church versus kind of dog crap.
Anzio finally going for a push here. They dodged the first ARL shot.
Ooh, Anzio is making a wide flank around, but I think BCF seems to be preparing for what they do. If anything, I think at this moment, while BCF is mostly focused on that push over there, they should send like 2 or so tanks to go right up against to fight those tanks while they face towards the west. I mean, a CV could easily get up right next to that ARL and easily kill it, while it doesn't have any Soma support.
Seems like BCF is defending this very aggressively. They've lost another tank. Another Som was down. Stormfire is getting around them. Will he get a shot off? Or has he been spotted?
He definitely was spotted, but if anything, he might... Yeah, I don't... Ooh, this is not good for Anzio. They have 2 TDs, which aren't turreted tanks, so they will not be able to engage without getting shot at by Storm.
I have returned. Give me a status
Welcome back,
report, please.
Anzio has started to counter push in crates. They've taken out a Sherman and a Soma, but they're halted now.
Interesting.
They're halted by an ARL and a Soma.
2 ARLs and a Soma.
Okay.
The ARLs aren't even...
And they're being reinforced by a Locust that just got off gravel. It looks like it looks like we're getting movement over on the other side in Old. The guys have just moved from Pizza to the Blue Jet.
I have a feeling, if anything, that this Locust is probably not even going to be support. I feel like it's more of a scouting vehicle just to see where everyone's going to be pushing, or even play a support card, as most lights could be.
This M15 back here is skirmishing with the Locust. That's going to be a very problematic position if they don't deal with it, because that overlooks both of their Simoventes.
I mean, even like Locust right now, it's not really playing more. Oh, there goes Storm. Died to
They've lost another Soma. This is very quickly turning back into Anzio's favor if they can just get a couple more kills here.
It's true.
They've still got.
It doesn't seem that the Locust is really playing any kind of role. It just seems to be just kind of firing at whatever moves. Not sure what its game plan is though.
It's delaying. It's delaying Anzio's advance because now they have to deal with that and the ARLs. The ARLs are really whiffing all their shots here. They have not been able to find a kill on this Simovente.
Whatchamacallit? If anything, they probably just using the Locust as a like you said, just to slow down a delay. And if anything, you'll be surprised of how helpful lights can be. Like if you combine the 2 Kinus with the Chiri and Ori, you literally can get an IS-2.
Bro, nah, Kinu versus IS-2, it's Kinu, my guy.
Yeah, that's the
just
thing.
By
but
itself.
whenever it comes to, I know. By itself, yeah, it matters in who's the user.
That's fair.
Bro, I took on You should watch, if you go back on the first, like, last week's stream, in the background, it was last match, so Akiko and Phantom were dead, like, really sleepy. But in the background, you could see me get in a fist fight with a 14. You barely can see it, you can only see the shooting. But I came out victorious from that battle. You could barely see it. I was in a Hago, and it went pretty well for me.
Nice.
I actually did pretty excel in it.
Man's promoting himself. Very cool.
There was this one time I drove a Sherman Firefly into the water.
Wait,
Bro,
was that
Sam
you?
with the cheery.
Wait, was that you last week? Did you lag out
No.
and drive into the water? I
was on vacation last week. I didn't.
Oh yeah.
I didn't partake in that round.
Whatchamacallit?
BCF really
Did you
can't
hear about
afford
it?
to keep
Someone,
their forces in Fountain just tied down now. They still have all of Anzio's second force tied up with 2 Somwas. They really need to get the rest of their tanks into the game here.
Like I was saying, what if Saunders' tank supposedly lagged out and drove into the water last week? I don't know if you heard about that. So I was just kind of watching and I just hear over here that someone just died.
If I start playing Minecraft Villager noises, will I be able to play the entire 1-hour playlist by the time this match ends?
Probably. Whatchamacallit?
One of the BCF, is it a BCF student? Let me
Technically, BCF is winning right now.
Yeah, one of the BCF students says he has not seen the enemy the entire round.
I would believe that. Is that Dougal?
Yeah. It's, if anything, I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Whatchamacallit? They have Somewas still sitting in Fountain for no reason. And last I checked, they had a Locust sitting here, but I think it moved.
Oh wow, that was a good shot.
Oh nope, they still have a Locust sitting in like.
Their Locust on gravel just got knocked out. I'm not quite sure what hit it.
Oh wait, that's not the Locust. They have the FT out.
Hey Maddox.
What's up?
You know you can fly around and look at the action up close, right?
Bro,
Man,
I got freaking
your stream, and I literally see you with like little binoculars, and you're just zooming in on people.
Bro, I got freaking bonked by Zoom for not using free cam. Now I'm being bonked by Ari for using free cam.
Well, no, he's bonking you because you're in the corner above the blimp, to be exact. Just
I'm rotating around the map. I told you, the combat in this match is spontaneous. I can't be everywhere at once.
Akiko's gonna have to do hosting training where he literally just like, we have a couple tanks drive and
this
you
is
guys, like,
nah man, this is what happens when he freaking conscripts me on like a 2-minute notice. Bro, I had to freaking like reinstall OBS and stuff.
Let's get this match moving. Tanks who have been in the same place for too long need to get moving. Pick a spot on the map and engage each other. Okay, it looks like the Somme offensive has happened.
Are we getting an offensive? Are we getting
the Somme offensive,
play?
ladies and gentlemen?
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, the Anzio forces at Old Tower finally beginning to move for the first time in eon.
That is true. It looks like Anzio has finally started their.
They're starting to rotate back, and it looks like they might be gearing up for a push into Fountain here.
Looks like Anzio's ran out of pizza and pasta and must go get some.
Obviously.
And that now their engines have actually started. And some might say.
They ran out of their year-long supply because
finally they get these 4 tanks that have been doing nothing the entire match out.
You wanna know the fun part? Their FT and 2 Somewas are literally still haven't moved over in Fountain.
Seems like they just left Goy over there to hold off 2 ARLs.
Don't tell me that Anzio pushed through all of that, all of New Dogs just so they could just retreat out of it and go somewhere else.
So it looks like they're...
Granted, they did get a good trade in the end.
Old docks.
They did get good trades in the end over there.
They're going to consolidate around Industrial or New Docks, and they might try to push.
They're moving the Tiger by itself through Old.
It looks like the Anzio literally just
somebody
moved
just
from
flew
out of
past my free cam.
Is that the Tiger? No, that's the Panzer IV.
No, the Tiger's over there.
Is it? I don't see it.
It's over by Cranes at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like the Tiger 1 is currently all alone looking over glass from the cranes.
BCF is still holding basically the same position.
It looks like they're too scared to push across. They don't know if it's an ambush, probably. Which would be smart of.
They should be reinforcing these ARLs. They don't know what's. It
does look like there is an ARL actually at Blue Bars currently.
Yeah, there are two ARLs that are pushing up and taking ground. Granted, Anzio has a good position to push out. I don't think they see the ARLs though.
It is, yeah, it doesn't seem so. But if they should see them now due to being up on dirt. They definitely have eyes on that ARL, at least one of them. So
looks like Cookie has found a good position here.
They do have a CV, a new dock, so I would be surprised if that hasn't spotted the ARLs already.
Cinco might get hit here. No. Doesn't look like the ARL wants to shoot. There's a lot of material here now that Anzio could use to push through finally. And it doesn't look like BCF really has anything to respond if they lose their ARLs. This is shaping up to be just like earlier, where Anzio has a huge material advantage in new. Oh, but there they go, back into old.
Oh God, back to sitting here.
All right, back to peak camping gameplay.
You know, I have a feeling that Jerry didn't mean for all of them just to move so they could find a new camping spot. I think
they just rotated the teams.
He meant move and fight, yeah.
Exactly.
It looks like one ARL is pushing out. Is he trying to get a position here?
Actually, strange.
Oh, wow! ARL is down. Good shot. Their Panzer IV took him out. The one Panzer IV who has done nothing so far.
Oh, well, he's now done something.
He has done something. Let's go.
That wasn't. I don't think that was the Panzer IV. Actually, I think it was an M15 hiding in the bushes.
No, it was a Panzer IV.
It was the Panzer IV. Yeah, shut up, Zoom. You don't know anything.
Exactly.
Bro,
Dougal hasn't even pressed any buttons in the last half hour.
Yeah, the stream is like 1 minute 30 delayed.
It's not even the minute 30. It's like it feels like a minute. 5 minutes. It's longer than a minute.
Maddox, can you just like time travel to the live stream?
Bro, unfortunately, I barely know how to operate this thing, so no.
He doesn't even know how to operate OBS.
So people 2 minutes ago listening to this, what do I want to tell the people who are living in the past?
They're old.
Yes. Anzio finally making counterplay with pushing tanks through crates.
I have just got some more news that BCF members, to my knowledge, are going to fall asleep.
Oh.
Yep, I was right. Screw you both.
Okay.
Yeah, whatchamacallit. It seems that
no, I'm sorry, this is 1984. It was the Panzer IV.
Yep.
It was either
Dougal is still sleeping in the FT.
Members are actually falling asleep.
To be fair, it's an FT. The fuck is it gonna do?
Well, against Anzio, I don't know, man. He could get some shots. It's kind of
just an ambush machine, literally. Like, if something attacks, it's just gonna ambush. Like the Viet Cong.
It's gonna do something kind of fun.
They've somehow like managed to just rotate the Tiger into a position where it's completely locked down.
There is also a Somoa hiding in another.
Is that another Sherman? Yeah, that's their other Sherman.
We've had this no wonder that BCF members are literally falling asleep. Most of the BCF members seem to be wanting just to get off of that.
There is, on New Docks ramp, you can see there is a Samovente.
Yeah, they've finally taken... they're not taking advantage of their position.
I feel bad.
Did they take out another ARL over here?
I mean, even though it's Dougal, I do feel bad for him. He was literally shoved in the FT and has been sitting inside a bush the entire game. Hasn't even touched his keyboard.
This is peak tank gameplay.
I mean, starting to cycle more tanks into crates here.
I just have a feeling that people just don't want to lose this tournament, and so they're gonna try to do.
Wow, I didn't know people didn't want to lose the tournament too.
Good job,
Wow, I didn't know that.
Or at least they don't, because other teams I've seen will actually like push. They'll like take the chances that they will lose that push. But then you get like matches like this. Neither team wants to go anywhere because they think they're going to lose their entire main force, which costs them the round.
Like either team
allegedly screamed.
Either team can still push here and have a material advantage.
It could, or not.
But they're not going to because there's too much at stake. But at this point, like
Anzio is being too slow. This ARL right here has no escorts. His only chance of survival is to move
some moves
back.
on industrial though. They have some tanks moving up now.
Very slowly.
Well, they're making progress. It's something. It's something.
At this point, whatchamacallit, might as well take a lesson from Za. Instead of making this last like a day, just make it fun.
Oh, we have a message. I cannot open it though. I'm in free cam.
To be fair, Za was like really ill, and he had to clutch twice. I don't think, and like that first round seemed really intense. That second round, he literally admitted was not fun, and I don't blame him.
It wasn't fun for
Okay, I tried to exit free cam and I just couldn't figure out how to do it, so I'm just gonna have this new message for the rest of the game. Let's go.
Dang, that sucks for you.
As you can tell,
I am still getting message about how people are falling asleep this match. No wonder. I mean, how
maybe
late
we should. Maybe I should sing a lullaby.
Nah, man. We just need people to encourage Anzio to make moves. They have a better position. There's one ARL all by itself.
If anyone falls asleep in match, we're gonna get them banned for falling asleep in the match.
No.
All evidence against them.
No, the people in the match aren't watching this stream. It's just the people watching. Okay, so for those of you who are watching and really bored, I'm gonna get something just for you guys.
Why do I expect you to play the Pornhub intro?
Shut up, Zoom.
Bro.
This poor man.
Really am getting bullied by you.
Exactly.
Bro.
Okay,
Hey, Maddox, how's Ori in the tournament?
I'm in a lot of pain.
Go to sleep. Written by Adam Mansbach. Narrated by Samuel L. Jackson.
What?
Interesting.
The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear.
Bro, I gotta reset.
Fuck to sleep.
Bro, I don't understand how to get out of freaking free cam.
I think that's enough.
We're told. I don't think Akiko's gonna let us, stream again.
I'll just ban Ori from doing that. Easy.
Alright. Dang. That sucks for you, Ori. So Maddox, while we have this, like, 10 hours worth of time, because nothing's really happening.
I got reset back into the blimp, dang.
Oh, wait, is that what... Oh, I think Awesome... I don't think Awesome knows that you're streaming, so I think that's what he was trying to say. He was trying to tell you not to abuse your parents and get back inside the blimp.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
You might
I don't know. If somebody's trying to message me, I've gotten myself stuck in free cams, so you're just going to have to throw me a DM. I'm not even joking. I don't know how to get out.
Wait, you don't know how... Just hit your E key. It should unfree cam you.
No, E key goes up.
He's you! Bruh, he's man-stealing.
Bro, I can't even open in-game chat, man. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. It seems like they pushed the Samo off of gravel. They're still not being aggressive. They're waiting for BCF to make moves. They have a huge advantage. All the forces in new docks here for BCF are very scattered, and Anzio with a concentrated push could knock out several tanks. It just doesn't seem like they want to. They're playing super passively.
Both sides are playing passively.
BCF is understandable, but like Anzio, they have such a good local superiority advantage, and they're just not using it.
At this point, I think Jerry needs to start restricting places.
I mean, where is he gonna restrict? Everyone
somewhere, like, I don't know,
I
just
guess
just crowd them into a space where they can fight, I guess, because like
that's
just
the thing.
just ban old, I guess.
Just ban.
Like
no
there's
one's been old,
there is
really.
well, old and Fountain, ban those two places. Like everybody there has done nothing the entire game. One tank has been killed in Skyscraper. That's it.
I don't think you can really ban like an area which will screw over like a whole team.
It's not screwing over any team because there's nothing happening.
If he bans Fountain, BCF will have to go out, like make a detour around Fountain so that they'll go into a banned area. While Team 1 could easily just drive straight.
Oh, have you guys been seeing what's going on at Gravel?
Yeah, they pushed a Samo out. It's not that interesting because everyone's missing their shots over there.
Oh, I see you got rid of the PMs. Good job, Maddox. I don't know how you did that.
They just timed out. Oh no, they were deleted when I got reset. But I was still in free camp somehow. Something just died. It was the ARL. They finally pushed and took out the ARL.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
looks like they're pushing through
let's go.
T29 right now.
Give us some content here. They're down
they
in
might
ARL.
move into...
They're very scattered. Anzio could push through here and take out all of New if they don't sit there and camp.
If they decide not to look at a corner.
Don't. There's nothing interesting about this crate, guys. Just go push.
It looks like they're looking at a crate right now. They're currently inside of a building while two of them are sitting in the alleyway.
They're trying to worship the crate, my guys.
It looks like one of them is driving around frantically. Yeah, it looks like they're just holding this building. There is a Somoa looking at them. That's probably
there's
why
one
they don't
Somoa here.
Out.
There's one Somoa there. There's 3 Somoas in the area, and they have 5, 6, 7 tanks.
They could, if 2 of them were to push out, they could.
Oh, they moved their Sherman here. Their Sherman has been rerouted over here to gravel ramp. Looks like they're rerouting their Somoa as well. I don't think this Samo realizes the danger it's in.
I think the Samo is about to get what we call clapped.
They still have BCF has started to lose out on the material game. They aren't tying up as much.
Oh, the Samo got a shot off on one of the Samo.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, BCF has lost their material advantage. They aren't holding up as much of Anzio's force anymore. And now holding. Oh, it looks like they lost a Simovente.
Still have plenty left though.
Yeah.
That Somoa there is probably a one shot, but there is another Somoa behind it covering.
Yeah.
Looks like the teams are talking. That's it. I don't know what else to say. This is a really boring match.
They've rerouted a new
ARL. You guys know
ARL.
Shane, right? You guys know Shane?
Actually, yeah, I know Shane.
Shane is requesting to join the VC because he wishes not to fall asleep. Oh, never mind. I need to commentate. It looks like an ARL and 2 Somoas are now pushing.
Combat has actually started.
It looks like one Simovente is down.
They lost
Another one is down.
They've
There's
lost
only
2.
one left.
One Semo literally watched his friends get
Semo is
slaughtered
left,
in front of him.
and it looks like the Semo force has been wiped out.
All of Anzio's advantage gone
BCF.
just like that. The rest of their tanks not even reacting.
The rest of their tanks not budging.
BCF didn't even seem to. I mean, the one Semo.
What do they have left to bring out?
They have 2 P40s, 1 Simovente, and 1 L6.
Doesn't seem like
BCF is down to 1 ARL, 1 Somoa.
They still do have an ARL left. That's a pretty big advantage, if you ask me.
I'm pretty sure, to my knowledge, ARLs can one-shot literally everything on Anzio's load that isn't.
Anzio is now in a horrible position here. They have almost nothing. Once again, BCF has just completely retaken New and has control over the initiative. Next, I suspect they're going to try and push out Gravel while they have the numbers advantage. And I don't think they they have anything heavy enough to really contest the ARL.
It does look like a someone ARL.
Yeah,
and
there it
Sherman
goes.
are now
This
pushing
Sherman-
gravel.
They don't have the staying power here. The Sherman and Samo are about to push them out.
Look at the CV. Look at
Tears
that.
is about to get domed by an ARL.
Oh no, the Sherman missed.
The Italian Crusader. Oh, there he goes.
Two
oh,
Italian
one Samo
Crusaders
down.
left. It's just the CV. It
And
is just
16.
the
No,
CV.
this-
killed
the-
this,
the-
16.
They've
And
still
16.
got one Crusader.
And 16. And
There it
16.
goes. There it
Yeah, now
goes.
it's down,
M16
now
it's
it's-
dead. Now it's just all up to a CV, which anything,
It's
it'd
all up
probably
to
be
a
best
single
off.
CV.
I think it
The
would be best
CV
for the
is
CV
still,
just to charge
they're-
the
It
They're
ARL.
looks like they're
ignoring the
moving
CV.
away from the CV because they
They're
don't want to
ignoring
deal
the
with it.
CV.
They've decided not to deal with it, even though they very easily could. With that many tanks, you can just surround it.
The CV should go after the ARL to
you
deal
would-
as much
you would
damage,
be
but it looks like the
surprised.
Samo has come back to defend it.
You would be surprised what a CV can do in still being surrounded.
Well, yeah. I've seen
Akiko
it
is
happen.
finally
I've seen it
cycling the
happen.
Tiger back.
One Ori training to be exact.
Yeah,
Yikes.
there wasn't there like 5 of us, and it
Yeah,
just,
there was literally 5 of you guys. Me and a CV, and I was literally just swarming around, driving.
I was the
in circles,
last guy.
looking
I was
over.
in Abyss, and I was like halfway across the map, so I couldn't help it. By the time I got over there, half the team like was dead.
It sucked.
Looks
CVs
like,
completely, if played correctly, will just destroy. But, I mean, that's most tanks, anyways. Damn right. You don't know.
Looks like they allowed the CV to. No, it's not falling back completely.
Wow.
CV is now
CV
down.
is
Yeah.
gone. That was a good shot. Their
My
ARL
shot
has
was on,
pushed up.
Stormfire.
All right, they have now trapped P40 and Samo here, or P40 and Simovente. It looks like they're trying to get reinforcements over. The ARL has missed its shot,
I would begin going on the
Looks like
offensive.
Anzio's
allowing
taking
them to break
advantage
out.
of Anzio's taking the advantage.
The
of
ARL has
ARL's
now
long
taken
reload.
another shot. Simovente is pushing up the
Anzio
ramp. They have a
force is getting
Sherman.
encircled.
Wow,
Yeah,
the
BCF's
ARL is
Sherman-
gone.
BCF's ARL is dead.
They've
Oh,
lost
there
another
goes Semo.
Simovente, but they've taken out an ARL and a Sama.
It's like
This
that
Sherman
force
is really
that
the
pushed
only
us
thing
now
they have
gone.
here left to contest. They've taken out their last ARL and Sama. BCF has... Oh, no, they still have one Sama.
One
Which
of their
means
ARLs
that
is
this
moving
should be...
up,
Yep, this is their last ARL here, it looks like.
Anzio could very easily turn this around. It depends on the engagement here and what they do.
Anzio should be able to pull something off. If this... Does he see the ARL? He does not.
No, he
is
does not.
dead.
ARL gets a free shot on the D40, but it traded
They
again.
trade shots. Oh, the Simovente missed.
When P40 is flanking around it through T29, the arrow sees it.
They
They've traded
trade.
shots.
I think the ARL is pretty screwed here. This
Arrow
Simovente
is
can get
probably one
behind
shot.
it.
No, the P40 misses it.
Another
Arrow's
P40.
now
The other
one
P40
shot.
hits it. This ARL is stuck now. Oh, he missed.
Arrow is probably going to get flanked by
Yes, I
some
think
Avente
he's
here.
about to probably, yep. Semo's probably going to try to engage.
Arrow's
with that
backed
long
into a
reload.
corner.
Oh, the Sherman killed
ARL
the
is going
P40.
inside
Oh no,
a
it's
building. I don't know what the ARL is just about to
The
do.
Tiger is
Oh,
making his
Arrow
presence
killed
known. The
Simovente.
ARL killed the Sama or the Simovente.
It looks like
Arrow.
The Tiger is now
Someone's
in the
moving up
match.
to
The
help
Tiger
it.
is back in the match.
Tiger was still in this match. Win?
Akiko brought it back out.
P40 missed its shot.
Oh, P40 is out?
down.
I think this is it.
The ARL is really clutching for them.
The Tiger's
But,
all
hey,
alone.
the
BCF is
It
the
has
BCF
all
has actually
BCF
started to
pushing
turn
it.
into momentum.
The FT has finally made an appearance, finally, after sitting
I
in a bush
believe
for
this
this is
Tiger
the
is
end of
done?
the Tiger.
The Tiger
Yeah,
is
the
done here.
Tiger,
Good done.
the
If
Tiger's
it can
gonna
kill the
die.
ARL, it
Really
might know that that's it for the Tiger.
All
right, they're down.
Tiger.
They're down to
They're down
two
to
tanks
one
left.
tank. Is it two
They got
tanks? It is
Galactic
two
in a
That's
light
it.
tank and Simovente over in old.
So we've got a P40.
This really turned around for against Anzio here in the last couple of minutes.
And an L6.
It is a
They are
2 to
separated though.
8.
The L6 is in industrial and the P40 is currently in old. So they're gonna have
Actually,
to
that
meet up
actually-
somehow.
well. That's the thing. It's actually a common thing it's better whenever the enemy has less numbers than you to stick together to make sure that they don't just kind of get 1v1s on you.
Well, it does look like the
L6
isn't going to be helping it.
The L6,
because the entirety of BCF is flanking through.
This P40 is about to get freaking ganked. He
does not know that the entire enemy force is behind him.
B5,
and he has been hit by the arrow.
This is it. This is it here.
Is it?
And he took out one guy. Now we're down to the L6.
Which is no way. I mean, it's an L6.
Unless it's Zaw, I don't think he's gonna clutch.
Well, the ARL is very low. I'm not sure about. I think the rest of these guys are pretty fresh. The Sherman should have taken a shot.
I believe Asamwa can one-shot this thing.
I think so.
I do believe this is going to be match, though. He's just delaying the inevitable now.
It's going to try and do a clutch, but I believe it's going to be hard. And if I will give each person in this VC a cookie someday. I will give both Maddox and Zoom a cookie if he clutches.
Or one cookie.
You can choose what type of cookie it is.
I won't make a decision until it's
okay.
confirmed.
He is running away, trying to draw this match out even more.
I will meet you IRL and give you a cookie.
Just get it over with, man. Just get it over with.
Looks like he's going balls deep.
And
he's
there he goes.
He just kind of gave up there, yeah.
Now it's time to sit here and do that all again.
Nice.
Okay. So,
hold on.
BCF has won the first battle. Now we will go on to round 2, which hopefully will not last like an hour and 30 minutes again, so that I can actually have sleep tonight.
Do we want to do any interviews here? Do we want to
interviews? Who should we interview? Storm, maybe.
Yeah, let's do both. I guess
bring in Kiko first, maybe, and then
neither of us have drag, but I'm gonna ask if they want an interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. And then we can get Akiko to drag some people in. Some water.
Get water and use restrooms.
Understandable.
It appears as if Zoom has actually just died. Oh no, he's back.
Monkey boys, we gotta go team. None of us have dragging perms.
Oh yes, right.
Let's see if I can figure out capture specific window. There we go. Okay. There we go. So now I can tab out and grab people. Let's see. We'll see if we can get Akiko to help us out here with the interviews. I need to figure out how to turn off free cam. There we go.
We are back because apparently we weren't supposed to be in that episode.
I don't know if it goes.
I'm getting Akiko to help us out here.
Okay. We're gonna have to do it before the round starts because there's a break right now, but I don't know how long it's gonna be.
Just need him moved. Oh, he's now in Jackco comms. Oh, now in Cheaton comms. Now in Anzio comms.
He's
now in
he's moving up slowly.
Oh,
hello, Storm.
Welcome, Storm. Oh, okay. Well, now we have everyone. Hi, guys. I don't know where you came from.
Oh.
Hi, Immortal.
Sorry about that, Storm. I couldn't move you directly to the channel because I wouldn't scroll.
No worries.
Hey, Jerry, you do know you can right-click on someone and just move them?
Anyways, Storm, how do you feel about
we
the
have
match?
a communist spy here. It was a match.
That is true.
I'm sorry. Okay, is the communist spy gone? There was a communist spy in the voice call.
Yes, the communist spy is gone.
That was a Cheaton spy, but okay.
Okay. It was a match. It was definitely a slower match than I was expecting. I have never seen Anzio play so utterly passive.
Yeah,
that was the last thing I expected them to do.
Really
pretty shocking.
I expected an absolute fight for my life taking Midtown like that, and they just did nothing.
Do you care to
for
guess
the entire match.
Many? Do you care to guess how many tanks your two Somwas held up at Pizza?
It's a list. I know that.
There were 5 tanks, including a Panzer IV and a long Simo, or long long Simo.
I don't know what happened with this match, but after they fed me 3 engagements, we just killed them all, and I don't know what they were doing. I really don't. I'm baffled.
I think they were trying to bank on the idea that you would play offensive against them. So considering all the
you
recent
guys
matches you've been having, you've been playing really offensively, which has surprised a lot of people. But I think that's what they were hoping. You would play offensive for them to counter your offense by playing offensive.
I intentionally took Midtown and held it as defensive because A, it's in the middle of the map. You can't really say I'm camping at the back of the map. I'm right in the middle. But it's very defensible, especially considering Team 2 doesn't have a lot of great spots. And I didn't want to overextend into the really good Team 1 spots. That's why I played that style, and it seems to have worked out well.
So what was up with all your Somlas holding center fountain? You guys held
There wasn't
up,
a reason to push
tanks. Really?
I just wasn't getting a hard enough enemy force to target. It's not really worth going over and killing one M16 with a whole main force. I can do that with a couple skirmishers, which you saw me deploy a lot.
Yep.
Just, a couple guys like me, Cookie, Derek, some of the experienced guys that can handle that.
Your Sherman operator was doing really good. He was playing really good pressure.
Ethan's a very special boy, in more ways than one.
All right. What is your plan for this round?
The good plan is no worries.
I'm planning to do literally the exact same thing again, but with more violence, and hopefully not sticking around for as much.
Yes, I would. I wish that
great.
this doesn't last an hour and a half.
And whatchamacallit? Oh yeah, well that's Ari's opinion. All right, well thank you for the interview, Storm. We do need to have you go back to BC because Jerry, I think, we'll just get the match going. So
all right,
interview.
All right, have a good day, Storm.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, Anzio's officer comp, just drag Nagi in. I don't know.
Maybe not.
We'll kidnap somebody.
Yeah. I don't know who is leading.
You could throw Zoom down there to figure out who's leading, and then we can kidnap them.
Yes.
Wait, do you want me to drag someone?
Someone from Anzio.
Tears. Bring Tears. Tears. Yeah, bring up
Tears has
Tears.
volunteered.
Okay.
Or to the bottom of Anzio comes.
Well, you should probably ask who's commanding, and then we can interview them.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
well, I said Tears, right?
Yeah,
okay.
They said Tears. Yeah, I asked.
All right, cool.
I asked who's the leader of Anzio. They said Tears.
All right, we'll kidnap Tears. Yo, man.
Welcome to the.
So what happened there? Well, explain to me. Well, what was your plan? What are you thinking?
His thoughts are just blank. He doesn't. He didn't have a plan.
Okay. Here. Jerry, can we swap the L6 because the stupid ass turret is still broken? And this motherfucker
comment on that.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's a great plan, Tears. Good to hear. Tears, you want to talk about what happened last round and why you were so passive?
What do you mean, why are we so passive? Do you see how much HP and how much damage their tanks do compared to ours? Our P40s literally tickled their arrow out.
So here's the
speed of damage. We were expecting more to play offensive and just flank around while causing distractions.
You guys say we have the offensive shit, right? But there's no way, even if we push them, that we are gonna succeed. Just because our tanks do no fucking damage compared to theirs. An S-35 can two-shot an M16 and M15, while the arrow can one-shot the majority of us, and it takes 4 shots to kill one of them with our P40. 4. And how many arrows they got? 5? And how many S-35s they got? 7? I don't fucking know. A lot.
AC.
You guys say they're slow, but they're not that slow in reality. They really aren't.
So, you guys were playing super passively. Why did you have 5 tanks vibing at Old for them until you guys got forced to move? You had a lot of counterplay in New Docks, but you.
To be honest, I was gonna move them, but I honestly forgot about them in my mind because the usual. I have to go back to the match now. You couldn't have asked for an interview after the game.
Oh, we're gonna do one after the game as well.
Yep, we're gonna.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh yes, let's just
Jerry.
forget about the quarter of my team sitting in fucking old glass.
Where does Derry keep going?
Well, this is going to be interesting.
Goes to the Shadow Realm. Okay, so let's look at the starting lineups. It looks like Anzio is bringing out 2 P40s, 1 Panzer IV, 2 regular Semaventes, which a CV just shot, 2 long barrel Semaventes, a Tiger 1, and a CV, along with an Italian Crusader, because I don't know what that thing is called. BCF is looking like 1 Stuart, 1 Locust, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Selmas, 1 FT, and 1 Arrow.
Also, Maddox, I mean, nice cheeks, but I don't think anyone wants to watch your cheeks the entire game.
Just shut up, Zoom. I had to throw the commands out, and like, I don't have a freaking I don't have a freaking
play the NFL theme.
I don't have a be right back or a holding screen. Like, I installed OBS like 2 minutes before the stream starts.
Hey Maddox, you know what
this is what Akiko gets when I have 2 minutes. Anyway, we're in a free cam now.
At least I gave you some self promotion. If that makes you feel any better.
I can't believe y'all freaking just threw my YouTube channel in there. Like, that thing's been dead for a while.
Okay, hold on to your butts.
Bro, I literally went, hey, I want to do, can you if I do some, oh, what the fuck, don't do that, Ari, no! Ari, no, we're gonna all get fired and kicked out. Can't do that.
I'm sorry, I put too much volume on it.
You think? You played the ear rape version. Why?
Oh yeah, that's the wrong version, I'm sorry.
Oh my lord, if we get fired for this, it's on you, and you're taking
Bro,
all
they aren't
we
even
don't get paid.
us.
We're
yeah,
volunteers. What do you mean
I'm okay
fired?
with this. Bro, I have to volunteer.
I just got brought in the show. I'm a guest, dude. Like,
exactly.
Fired. Whatchamacallit. Bro, I've done a lot of secretary work in Chiaton. I literally had to take the roster and actually make it look better than it was. And I have to do a lot of crap.
So it looks like Anzio might be fighting more aggressively for new this time.
I really hope so, because they're like only sending a CD to old. It's like the rest of their force is going.
Love the fact that we just kind of told BCF exactly what Anzio did last time, but we didn't even say barely anything.
Tears left before we could say anything.
Didn't seem happy. I think we should have Akiko or Nagi, because they're Hi, Immortal.
Oh, it's the communist spy.
Yeah,
are you guys recorded? Why? How am I communist, bro?
I don't know, but I don't know.
Because Tears called you.
No, not Tears. It was Storm.
Was it Storm?
Yeah.
Why am I a What?
I don't know.
Like directly, he said.
Yes.
He said.
No, he didn't say Immortal. He said, "Is the communist spy gone?" You're the only one that left.
Anyways.
Are you guys recording right now?
We're streaming. Anzio threw us the stream and was like, "Go do."
Yeah, so I want to point out you were literally in the stream right now.
Say hello.
About us.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I thought you guys were just chilling.
Okay.
All right, Immortal.
I think Anzio actually has a decent chance of winning this time around.
Hey, Immortal, how's your camping setup ready? Is it like you have that pillow?
Oh yeah, no, I got my whoopee. I have my like MREs like all around me right now.
Dang, that must suck for you. All right.
Yeah, dude, they moved me back to San Diego.
All right. Well, you're in the NZO VC, right?
Oh yeah, I need to watch them.
Yeah, you. I mean, no, I'm not saying that. But while you're in there, say hi to Nagi for me. Thank you.
All right.
Also, just saying, we're probably taking Nagi or Akiko for the next interview. Yours was interesting.
They were talking about it. They want all of them, so just
maybe
go
we should
over
bring
there.
both of them.
You want everyone in the VC to have an interview?
Yeah, like how they did Chiaton.
Just bring the entire team.
No, we're just gonna do what they did last time with Chiaton. Like instead of them coming to us, we'll just go to them. It's Jerry.
All right.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Cool. See you.
We'll have to like be quiet or.
If you actually follow.
All right, and we're off.
We are off to the races. It looks like Anzio is moving.
Anzio has completely ditched the idea. It looks like Anzio has completely ditched the idea of going to old and just camping there. Probably because
they have forced Galactic to hug a wall.
They said they were gonna do.
Dang.
They have switched up their tanks a bit, but they look to be setting up in Fountain Town.
Are we gonna get an
very
engagement
quickly
in
moving through
New
industrial.
Docks? This would be a very quick, decisive engagement here, hopefully.
ABC's backwards.
Nope, they're going back to worship the crate.
Those Selmas definitely don't want to risk that. There is now I believe, a Stewart on gravel. Stewart is now firing at the Anzio tanks. Oh, one of the Selmas have been hit by a P-40. One of the Italian Crusaders is now engaging the Stewart, rushing him on gravel.
Holy, this match is really lasting.
I like trying to speedrun it this time, jeez.
Hopefully, I mean...
Well,
it's like the progress we got in an hour.
What time did we start this match at?
I don't remember.
7.
We started at my time. We started about 6.
So 7 EST. Okay.
Yeah, 7 EST. So
the Stewart is engaging the Crusader.
Funny enough that it's
wow.
Oh,
Stewart is down.
Stewart is dead. That was quick.
Well,
first casualty.
We've got an ARL cycling through Rust right now. Looks like Akiko's trying to go in. Oh, there's a Simo Vente.
The CV.
Well, there goes
looks
the
like
Simo
the ARL
Vente.
killed a.
Simo Vente down to an ARL. Looks like BCF is now in the lead.
No,
it's even.
I mean, it's ties and deaths, but in terms of what's been lost,
this ARL is being hunted down. I guess. No, he's retreating. They're just
the
letting him get away.
ARL is retreating. Nothing's going for it.
I mean, it would make sense for the ARL to retreat, but I think it noticed that literally nothing gives 2 craps about him retreating or being there, so I think he's just returning to
Once again, BCF has locked up 4 Somwas just sitting there. They've locked them all up.
The M16 might have eyes
Granted,
on
I guess
the ARL.
I guess the Somwas do have view over the
What are we all talking about?
I don't know.
We're talking about tanks.
I think we all should find one center point to be at, so then we aren't talking about something else.
Probably, maybe focused on the Sherman that's flanking the M16.
All right.
Where?
Gravel ramp. The M16 saw the
M16
Sherman,
down.
Sherman still got the M16. ARL's now moving. The ARL is getting attacked by a CV over by.
CV is
I
down.
don't know what that place is. CV has been killed by an ARL. That is sad for that because
that is a very sad CV.
I don't know how you did that, but you did it.
Poor CV.
Hard, but...
It's really that's the thing. If you place the CV right, it's really hard.
It is pretty hard to properly play a CV.
What is Anzio doing here? They've locked up so much firepower just right here.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing what they did last now and putting all their, good tanks in that little alleyway with the little warehouse.
I can understand being concerned about the ARL. I wonder if they can see these 4 Somwas just not doing anything. Because this is a lot of tanks that both sides are just holding up and not engaging.
Maddox, your stream.
Oh, I do see something near a lighthouse. Is that the Tiger? Do they have the Tiger in Old?
I'm kind of liking how you're doing the cam right now.
Yeah, there's a Tiger moving through Old. Man's on his way to do some flanking.
Yeah, it looks like that Tiger might try to cross their blue garage. I mean,
CV and Tiger looking like they're going to try and flank, but they've still got 4 Somwas.
Is there anything watching them from blue?
No, there's. I guess.
A BCF Sherman got a shot on the P40 by 3 glass.
Really? Oh yeah, the Sherman has once again found itself in a really good position to hit them on the flank. They've only got 1 or 2 tanks responding.
Stop this.
Like those. Somovente missed his shot.
The P40 is
now they're all pushing the Sherman.
They're now all pushing the Sherman.
They've lost short
they've been preoccupied now.
If anything, the 2 Somwas sitting on the fountain ramp could easily
easily push. They could push.
Tears might lose his tank here. No, they both miss. There he goes. Sherman is
now down. ARL is moving in though.
Oh, Akiko has found his way in. There goes a P40.
It looks like they're trying to get around this ARL here.
Doesn't seem like the ARL has any.
P40 has a shot on it. They've traded shots.
It looks like whatever was fighting the Tiger has died.
P40 has been hit twice.
ARL down.
ARL is down.
Class.
Excellent work by the Sumo Vente.
Looks like that Locust is still being a menace to Anzio, though.
There's not much he can do to hold down their position. He's too far away.
Can still get a few shots on him.
Potentially.
It looks
Akiko
like now we've got about 3
Akiko,
tanks
after killing,
focusing
let's
on
see,
the-
just one Sama, it looks like. Yeah, after killing one Sama, the man has dipped. He is retreating. Caused a little bit of panic in the BCF lines. They've rotated a new ARL in.
And the
Anzio is looking really good right now.
3 Semoventes and an L6 are now finally moving out of their position. They seem to be retreating, so I don't really know if that's really beneficial.
It looks like they're trying to rotate the Tiger back into the formation.
That would be beneficial.
Looks like one of the Samoas is now moving up to Pizza Hut.
They have a BCF is moving a.
No, I think that's
the main
that's their
road
that's
and
their
going over
other
into
Sherman
Rust.
they've got over at Pizza Hut right now.
They may. Oh, never mind. I was thinking that the ARL is
Their
probably going to try to
the
get some
ARL
nice
is
shots
being really
for
aggressive here.
Hey, who's in the ARL?
Probably like Dark or something.
Because I know
Dargiela's in
Cookie.
the ARL.
Ah, all right. I know Cookie. Did really well in ARL while being super aggressive.
Arrow
Actually
might be
really
trying to
well.
get on the roof here.
ARL doesn't seem. I don't think Dark's
I think
gonna
it needs
actually,
help.
The ARL doesn't
It's
care
gonna
that
be
Anzio
help,
has
but-
their whole force
No, that
here.
Samoa might help it.
That P40
Maybe
is
also
playing a
anything.
dangerous game here.
I just think.
Oh, the
I'm not
arrow
sure if-
does actually have a little bit of an angle.
Yeah, this P40 here is playing a very dangerous game.
The Somaventes do not realize that they could flank that ARL. Neither of the Samoas have eyes on their left flank right now. They're trying to help the ARL up.
They don't want to push, knowing that the Somas are going to really be a big
Oh,
support.
the ARL
It
might
seems
get a
that they,
shot here.
They could get a lucky
waiting.
shot off if they
They're
didn't
waiting.
realize they were flanking. They could get a shot off and then retreat.
Where did
If
Kiko
anything,
end
looks
up
like
in the
they're-
Tiger? He's over there.
He's like really far in the back lines. With
Oh,
Kiko looks
something
like
just got
he's
hit?
coming over.
Samas might
It
try
looks
and
like
push
they
here.
have,
It looks like Storm is pulling out. Yep, there goes
Oh,
their
P40
P40.
is
down.
killed due to Oma.
Someone got a good shot on it. ARL
The ARL fired and
misses.
missed. This
Someone
Sama
still
is
has
going
an
to claim
angle on
another
it.
tank.
Nope. Pull back. Oh. It missed.
The Sama is pushing out. Tears and their other tank could push in to provide support, but they're not. BCF is getting more and more tanks. There it goes.
Somavente down. Looks like there's only 2 left. They're
Oh,
pinned.
they have Panzer
Storm
4
is
and
down.
an
Someone
F-16
down.
coming in from the west to reinforce Anzio's force.
The Tiger
Tiger
got shot
getting
off.
shots into Semo.
The Tiger shot the S-35 that was pushing up the center. The Sherman has taken out another Simavente. They've lost
Someone
another
down.
S-35. The M22 is
There's
pulled
another
back.
ARL moving in now.
The M16 is going to get some shots on the ARL. M16 could take a shot from the
M16
What
got
the
2
heck?
shots off on it. This is just
Wow.
a big old slugfest.
ARL.
It's down to
The-
wow.
One of the fountain
Look at that.
S-35s is getting shot at by the L6.
It's only about 2 Anzio tanks. Make that 4 left in industrial.
You have a standoff between an ARL and a long-barreled Semo.
Look, that ARL is probably low.
They're
then.
reinforcing the flank though. The Tiger has finally made its entrance into the area. It looks
If
like he's
that
going to go
Tiger
trade
can
for
get
the
a shot off
ARL.
on the ARL.
I think the Tiger has the HP to trade.
Tiger
yeah,
has
there
a
it goes.
shot.
ARL is out.
ARL's dead.
ARL is down, but the Tiger has been hit by it. There's a Sherman still in the little alleyway.
He's out.
Sherman is
Sherman.
down.
Wow. Wow, Anzio is really pulling this back.
There are currently 3 Shermans.
Hopefully their Tiger isn't too damaged.
Some was.
BCF has lost all of its presence in New now.
Still have quite
Storm
a few
just
tanks
ate another
left, though,
shot.
including 2 ARLs in reserve. Looks like they're mostly taking out Somwas now. Gonna try and reserve those ARLs for later when they need them more.
There's still no activity in Old Docks. Seems like both sides have just decided to ignore it this time.
I don't think Old
Three
Docks is worth it.
S-35s are still stuck doing nothing, as long with their F-17.
L6.
Their M22 is trying to find a good position here to counterattack. The S-35s are
looks like one of them is
the
moving
Tiger.
through skyscrapers. Look at that. He's gonna get a flank on those Somos there.
I believe that's the L6. He might get in a really good position here if he just doesn't get in sight. Oh, they just took another hit
There
here.
is one Somo that might... No, all the Somos are looking at Industrial right now. He could definitely flank them.
Hey, it's true.
This could be very good for them, especially if they can hit the already damaged S-35s.
One of them is it looks to be their Locust is going.
Their Locust, yep, their Locust is going after. He sees him. The L6 might die here. There it goes.
He is down. Locust got behind him and shot him in the rear.
Oh wow, their M22 just went down. Storm took another hit.
Some shots have been traded with the Somos here.
Storm missed his shot.
Some was all alone though.
This is really really turning in Anzio's favor now. They still have 3 or 4 Somos tied up, not doing anything.
No. BCF still has 2 ARLs left, so when they bring those out, I think that's when it's really going to be the decider. Because Anzio could easily crumble and fall here if they don't deal with these Somos
Goy has
properly.
snuck his way in.
They're taking out an ARL.
No, never mind.
Oh, looks like yeah, one of the ARLs just.
That's most unfortunate. Storm is regrouped with his team.
Pretty sure the team isn't really regrouped at all, though. So there's a CV by Orange. Looks like he's ducking and weaving. Is that Stevie? No, it's the L6.
L6
no, that's an M15. Oh, no, that is an L6.
Oh, it's the L6 trying to get
L6 engaging the Locust.
Oh my lord! It worked!
Oh my!
Wow!
The Locust got a low roll, and thus
L6
it didn't die, but now it's gonna... Oh no, the Somos missed.
The L6 is still alive.
L6 is probably reloading, though, and needs to get the heck out.
Oh, there it goes. He had a good run.
L6 got shot while it was retreating, almost got away.
Their ARL is rolling in now.
ARL is by gas station right now.
I don't think that that they see him. Oh, I don't know what just happened with Akiko. Something just shot. Was there a friendly fire between Tears and Akiko? Oh no, they're trying to kill the T-29.
No, it looks like he's trying to get the Crab Rave going. Not the Crab Rave, what? The Coffin Dance.
Coffin Dance, but I don't think it's going to play.
No, it is.
No?
Oh, the audio is broken.
Yeah.
Oh, well. At least they're dancing.
Cinco just went down. They lost long-barreled Simo. He missed his shot. So, the Samo took him out.
There goes another M15.
Looks like 2 of them have just been wiped out.
Wow, there goes the Tiger.
ARL is hit. Tiger is down. ARL has been hit once by the Tiger, though. Anzio is running a bit low. They're kind of scattered right now.
The ARL does see the Italian Crusader.
The Crusader hit the ARL thinking it would one-shot it, but now it's down. That ARL is probably low, though.
It's more and more like that this is just kind of more of a cleanup anymore, instead of any normal match. My English is getting shittier and shittier as the day goes on.
That's how commentating works, Zoom.
No.
You'd think you'd get better at English, you get worse at it.
No, you get really bad because matches
M15
last like
is hit.
hours.
M15 hit again, but actually, no, I missed.
Storm's got to be low here.
So an M15 and a Panzer IV are engaging with 2 Somos.
Storm is
out.
An M15 brain just kind of shut off and just drove
the
into the enemy
Panzer IV has to 2v1 now.
Panzer IV not looking too good here.
He's already getting encircled. And
S-35 is
killed one.
There's an ARL though. He's going to appear behind him. There he goes.
FT and Soma just flanked the Panzer IV.
It looks like the BCF is going all in now. They have all of their.
They have 1 tank left. It looks like. It's a P40.
It looks that is true. For some reason, still have 3 people on their team, but from our knowledge, it's only 2 people left.
Goy is still up.
BCF has taken out their last 2 tanks.
I thought you were tracking them. How did you forget who's up?
Shut.
It looks like no, it's a CV. It's sitting in a bush near Boardwalk currently. That's interesting. And what about the other one? The other one is P40. It's Akiko.
This P40 is about to meet the entire main force here.
it looks like he might try to assassinate the FT just for fun. And so he does. He kills the FT just for fun, as I predicted. Am I not predictable, ladies and gentlemen? He is now engaging the Samoas and
Akiko has been
It's now down to...
Look how they massacred my boy.
Just Goi.
It is just a singular CV against the entire BCF loadout. Well, not the entire loadout.
Does the CV even have enough ammo to just...
It does. It does, I'm pretty sure.
He's waiting to ambush them.
It should have enough ammo, I think. It just needs to be very tactical, especially with these Selmas, because they have a fast reload rate and their turret rotation is pretty good.
Goi charges out right now, he will die.
If he charges out, he's going to... Oh, he thought about it. Looks like he's going to retreat here. But I think
he's not going to engage the S-35.
Nope, I think the S-35... No, the S-35 sees him.
Oh, yeah, that looks like it.
Oh, S-35?
Oh, he missed?
S-35 turned and didn't have his turret ready.
But he doesn't realize the S-35 is turned around and misses again.
He dodged?
Missed.
I think that's it.
S-35 has another shot off. He misses again for the third time.
The evading skills of the CV is god tier, even though it's just a CV.
CV is running towards BCF Cafe. There are two Somas that are ready to meet him.
Oh, I think that's
when I'm aiming at him, he shoots it.
Out of there?
He absolutely breaks its ankles and is beginning to engage it. He jump flips over a tank. They keep missing his shots. He runs through cloth. They miss again.
Get out of there! Go,
CV
man,
is still alive. Has not done any hits yet.
No!
And he's down.
CV is dead. That is a GG to my knowledge. Yep, all
that's gonna be it for the exploits of the CV.
That means BCF moves on to their next round, and Anzio is sadly eliminated. They're gonna have to get pasta elsewhere.
Unfortunate.
They do not get the largest pizza in the world, sadly. That's what they were promised.
Well, good luck for the next game matches.
I'm pretty sure I easily predicted Akiko, though. I literally said he was going to assassinate the FT, and look at what he did.
I have been just given recent news that members of Anzio are wanting to cry. That sucks.
Why were they hoping they would win this? Well,
obviously. I think everyone hoped they could win this, but only one can actually win.
I think Anzio might have been the fan favorite, but BCF is pretty powerful. Their loadout is really good.
I think people wanted. Oh, Nagi wants to be dragged.
Alright, we'll bring Nagi in here first. Ask him about his loss. Yeah, ask for some reflection. What's he gonna build upon in Anzio?
I feel like if we bug Jerry enough about moving people, he's gonna be like, you know what, take this, just move them on.
He's just gonna give us like the fucking Sensha-Do master roll.
Where is
Akiko? He's gonna make a whole roll just named.
We need somebody to. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We need Jared to drag us around. Or Akiko.
Just trying to ask for one of them to join. Are you still in the game?
I don't think so.
He's not even in game.
Bruh.
Oh, hi Storm. I don't know how you got here, but welcome.
Welcome, Storm.
Do you have dragging permissions, my guy?
Wait, I do?
No, I was asking Storm.
Oh, wait, yeah,
to a limited degree.
Okay. Can you throw me into Anzio?
No, I don't have that. My developer powers don't go far. I'm not really staff.
Understandable.
Maybe we should just ask.
Just drag wait. Oh, you know what? Okay.
So no, he can't drag people. So why don't we just interview him while we wait for Jerry?
Well.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Storm.
So
hi. How's your day going?
I missed you, Storm.
Y'all won.
Kind of weird.
Very cool.
Storm, you never responded to my my message I sent you forever ago.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
It said I had 98% love with you.
I think
kind of weird, man. I don't want to know about that.
Anyways, we're gonna move on now, and I'm going to mute Zoom real quick. Anyways, Storm, how do you feel? Y'all won.
Harassment. Yep, we did that. That was a thing.
Y'all looked a little sketched there in the middle when y'all were losing a lot of your tanks. You held back 3 S-35s again.
It was a bit of a weird situation with that, where they kind of pushed, but didn't really. I wasn't mainly involved in the fighting. That was more so my skirmishers. I was more with the main force for the majority of that until we made the big push at the end. But I didn't see as much of the action there. But that was definitely a bit of a weird spot, I'd say. But I wouldn't say it was necessarily a bad time.
Y'all definitely came up on top there in the end.
Yeah, it was definitely a match I was not expecting. I was expecting something totally different, but...
Yeah, both of y'all played a lot more aggressively in round 2.
There's another question I would like to ask you, Storm.
Yep.
So, could you give us, like, since you're going to be going up against Chiaton next week, what's your general strategy for that?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
You probably should explain your strategy.
Just give us like a rough idea of how you're going to deal with that.
One at a time.
Hey, Storm, don't mind me. Let me pull up my notepad.
Oh yeah, maybe like deafen Zoom.
They can just watch the stream afterwards.
Yeah, I would just be able to
maybe like kick him out of the VC real quick.
Storm,
there's a communist spy here. I forgot about you. Hi.
How am I communist? Japan's not even
I
communist.
call every spy communist. It's just what I do.
To get back on track here, yeah,
good match.
I don't know.
I think everyone had pretty good fun.
Yep. It was slow, but it was fun.
I think you played pretty well in there. I mean, it makes a lot of the stuff you said afterwards kind of didn't make sense after you like explained why you did it. But,
yeah, it's one of those situations with the way Team Red is shaped. It's just there's a point of limited return on an attack.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure on Pier, just from experience, Team 2 seems to have the better spot.
I completely disagree with you there, actually, funnily enough.
Really?
Yeah, usually I find Team Red is
most
much
of the time
preferable.
when I see people play Team 2, they usually win the match then.
That is an interesting observation. I like Team 1 better because the starting positions are stronger and the spawn is more defensible. But definitely using mid-town like that today, I definitely like Team 2 more as of today. I haven't done that tactic before, really. But I still prefer Team 1 for sure.
Alright.
Nice. Alright, well, we're going to go infiltrate Anzio comms, so I wish you luck with the tournament. Good luck against Chiaton, my guy.
Thank you.
I wish you no luck against Chiaton, but you could probably figure out why.
Bruh,
I wonder why.
But if you do beat us, then good luck in the finals. I really hope.
Oh, y'all got to go against Saunders if you go against.
I really, truthfully, no offense to Saunders, but I really want someone that isn't Saunders or St. G to win.
Bruh.
We shall see what happens.
Wait, we know we
one fight at a time.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good day, Storm.
So that's one person out of my
Ceylon, can you throw me an Anzio real quick?
Or just drag Nagi.
Thank you.
Yeah, honestly, I agree.
Hello, guys.
The historical thing's kind of out the window.
Don't worry, Immortal, don't worry. Matilda, that's 35.
Greetings.
Bro, I hate the Matilda with the passion.
We're here to interview you.
Oh.
What happened there, guys? What happened?
We were tired, we were done, and we knew our loadout was inferior.
Also, I'm just saying that speech makes me sound like a dick, and hopefully that doesn't go out.
I don't think anyone recorded that speech.
So you could get your speech. Of course, it was on there.
Yeah. Oh god. I hate every
we were
second
all
of it.
tired and we didn't get our food.
So
I made
y'all
one
played a lot more aggressively in round 2, and that seemed to work out for you guys.
Because we wanted it to be over.
So by round 2,
did we? I don't think it worked out, did it?
It did not really work out.
What you're saying is you gave up and just decided.
Yes, because we can't competitively compete against that shit. It takes 4 shots from our P40 to kill 1 ARL, 2 shots from the ARL to kill a P40. P40 does 350 damage. It takes
reload
3
is
shots from a
shit.
P40.
Jerry,
Take
take notes.
35.
Jerry's not here.
He's not here.
He can watch
Jerry
he can watch
loadout aside, I still think you guys are pretty cracked, especially if y'all are exploiting your speed.
From the right guy.
We have no
speed.
You have speed, my guy. You are quick.
Half of our tanks are fast. The other
Bro, I think they're slower than Ori. What are you talking about?
That is true.
Come on, Bob, bitch ass. Stormfire, fuck him. Oh shit.
Wait, what's it?
I gotta go.
This is all on the record, Akiko.
I need to go.
Post it live.
Okay, everyone, chill.
Akiko, just edit the VOD. Edit the VOD.
Chill.
Edit.
Delete
the video. Delete the YouTube video.
I want it to be known. I want it to be known. Akiko called Storm a N-word in my DMs.
Censorship. This is all lies.
Anyway,
go ahead. The rivalry begins. The new rivalry.
Also, what you're saying about our speed, we have none of that fucking shit.
Okay. Everybody, shut up for a second. As Anzio, we do not demand a buff. We don't need that. We just demand that BCF needs a fucking nerf. Because the fact that those fucking ARLs have 1,400 HP is absolute bullshit.
I feel like you should be targeting their S35s more than their ARLs.
Akiko, I will back
like generic heavy tanks, and I feel like the S35s are buffed beyond what they need.
Oh, my
S35s and ARLs need to be nerfed. I'm starting a movement that starts.
I will ask for Chiaton to have weaker shells if that happens. I genuinely will.
I don't care. Anzio does not need to be completely honest, you guys did amazing out there. You guys would have definitely won if fucking the BCF had a normal ass loadout. Because of the retarded ass students. You guys did amazing. There was mistakes.
Yeah.
Yes, there are mistakes.
All
but
right.
you guys did so good today. I'm so proud of each and every one of you guys. You guys did really well. But, and I know Demo, you guys would have won that shit if BCF had a normal ass loadout. But Storm hides behind his little wall of armor.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end the stream
Akiko's
now.
speaking to my heart.
I mean, y'all did good. You played a little passively in the first round, which is okay, but overall y'all did good. I'm gonna end the stream now because I feel like if I leave it on, one of y'all are gonna get banned because of everything's being recorded.
Hey, Akiko, just for the one last thing.
God.
Who do you think's gonna win next against BCF?
Wait,
Who's going up?
Who's gonna win against BCF? What do you mean? There's only one other skull! There's only one other skull!
The game was rigged from the start, gentlemen. The game was rigged from the start.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna mute Zoom real quick. So, do your thing, say your ending monologue, whatever, and then I'm gonna cut the stream out.